Okay, today we're doing a little story time of when I was a film student back in 2024. It's basically the behind the scenes story on a scene of the short film Philippa. As you can see in the scene, it's happening at nighttime and it's in this ballroom sort of extravagant situation. The scene took place at nighttime, but actually we were forced to shoot it during daytime, but like there were so many sliding doors, massive windows, there was so much sunlight coming in, and yeah, the reason we were forced to shoot it during daytime is those typical film student issues. The institution that we were studying at didn't allow us to shoot at night. Like, we weren't allowed to shoot past midnight. So you could shoot like for a few hours at night, but there goes my cat. Okay, but basically we weren't allowed to shoot like through the night. We had to shoot up until midnight and that's it, then time is over. So we had to make it work during daytime, and I remember we were speaking about it in pre-production. We were talking about how difficult it was going to be, but then we came up with this solution. We were like, okay, yeah, we'll just use like black bags and as much black fabric as we can find. Remember, this is now a student film, so we didn't have a big budget, and we'll just tape it all to the windows and then hang curtains in front of it to like hide it, and then it'll be dark in there and it's all good and we're happy. And it was not that simple. We actually ended up being 2 hours behind schedule because of this issue, because what happened, even with gaffer tape that is supposed to withstand like crazy temperatures, we were taping the black bags with the gaffer tape to the windows, and because it was like literally the middle of the day, it was like, I think it was like 2 p.m. the sun literally melted the tape. It kept falling off the black bags. You could see the sunlight coming through. It was actually a nightmare, and it was just so difficult to make it work. We were starting to run out of tape. We were running low on black bags. Like, I remember during the shoot, somebody had to drive to the store and go get more black bags because we ended up using way more than we thought we'd need. So by the way, if you want to do something similar, just keep that in mind. So yeah, that is sort of the story behind it. Also, a little lesson that I kind of have in this story is, when this happened, I completely felt responsible because it was between me, the production designer, and the cinematographer. The two of us were sort of responsible for this, like to make it look like it's nighttime, you know, because it's like set and lighting working together. And I just felt so bad for the fact that we were 2 hours behind schedule, and I knew that I was setting back the crew and it was going to impact the film very badly, and I got very emotional. Rookie mistake. And I remember when we had like because at some point the producer was just like, okay guys, we have to break for lunch, let's take an hour, have our lunch, think about a new solution, and then we come back after lunch and figure it out. So I remember just sitting there, like we had hot dogs for lunch and I just remember sitting there like eating my hot dog, crying, like literally bawling. I'm like, oh, this is all my fault, I'm so sorry. I think I spent like 20 minutes crying because the lunch was like an hour, and then the rest of the lunch I was just standing there on set, like looking at the windows, looking at the black bags, looking at the tape, being like, how are we gonna make this work? What can I do? What new solution can I come up with? Like, it was so basically the lesson that I want to teach you here is do not get too emotionally involved in your work. And I think that is quite hard as creatives, especially like me being art department. There's like an art element to it, being an artist, you know, being proud of your work. And also I didn't like the feeling of letting down my crew. So there are sort of two sides to that coin of don't get too emotionally invested in your work, because yeah, it can lead to breakdowns and meltdowns when things don't really go as planned, or when it didn't work out as you wanted it to. So that's the first thing. The second thing I'd say is obviously be on good terms with your crew. Like, it's always good to have a good team dynamic and everybody's collaborating and everything, but I had such a personal connection to the crew members that I was working with that I felt so bad for letting them down as people. And yeah, I'd say kind of before you go onto a set, make sure you go into that mindset of like, yes, I'm cordial with these people, and yes, in a way they're my friends because we're all creatives working together on this thing, but like, we don't have that deeper bond that I would feel like really bad if I did something that affected them negatively, because things happen on set, and let me tell you, things never go according to plan. Like, even if you plan every detail so well, there's always something that goes wrong, something that you couldn't have predicted. And yeah, so yeah, that's sort of my two lessons, and I hope this helps. Also, if you have any ideas of what could have worked better in that situation, let me know.